What is going on, you guys? My name is Jersey or Jay, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you're doing wonderful. Today we have a short, sweet video. We're just going to be doing a quick recap on all the important things that were mentioned in Undead Labs' latest live stream, and if you missed it, don't worry, I'm going to have it linked in the description below. Let's waste no time, sit back, relax, crack open a cold one. Let's hop right into it. So there was a lot that was going on in the stream, from challenges to giveaways to even a little bit of modeling. There was a lot that was going down, but like I mentioned earlier, they definitely covered some very important things. Starting off with number one, it turns out that there was a bug that came with the suppressor nerf for update 14. What I'll do is play a clip of Joe Swarner over at Undead Labs explaining the whole thing, and I'll come back right after.
So while Brant is limping home, we should probably talk a little bit about the suppressor bug. So when we launched Update 14, there was a bug in there that we did not anticipate that actually managed to get fixed pretty quick. Do you want to tell a little bit of the story about that, Joe?
Okay, so essentially, this one is a nice shout out to some of the members of our community. You know who you are, who helped me out quite a bit. And they found what they found in the numbers was something that we thought would only be in an internal build, but the numbers are a little bit fixed. They're now about halfway. They're about as half as useful as they were before. So now, instead of taking 306 bullets to kill a plague heart from point blank range with an advanced suppressor, it should only take you about 86 or 87.
So long story short, their goal was to nerf the suppressors because they wanted to have a balance between them and the brakes. They felt that there wasn't enough people putting brakes on their weapons. However, when update 14 dropped, there was a bug that came with the suppressor nerf that was causing them to do a lot less damage to things like plague hearts and juggies at point blank range, but that issue should be resolved and working as intended. Later on in the live stream, they went on to mention that they have a really big announcement for us in a couple of weeks. We already knew about this, but for the people that was wondering why they decided to push the announcement back from January all the way till February, here's Jeffrey explaining the whole thing.
So we did get some feedback from folks after our last stream that said, you guys said you were going to do a big announcement in January, and then in January you show up and you talk about this bundle up pack? That's not a big announcement. And people got, pretty upset about that, and it's understandable because we did say that we were going to do big announcements in January. In fact, in December when we said that, we believed that we were going to be doing big announcements in January. At the beginning of that stream, that first stream that we did in January, we said pretty much, straight up, we had an announcement we were planning on doing today, and we didn't do it. We delayed it. Some things changed in our plans, and we had to put it off. So we have put it off. So the bundle up pack was not our big announcement. In fact, the bundle up pack is such a small update specifically because we have big things coming that we're working on that did not go into that pack. So I was about to say next month, but it's this month now. This month we are going to be making big announcements, maybe in just a couple of weeks.
Oh, great.
Now, as much as I love and support these folks, you really have to take stuff like this with a grain of salt. Well, more so, just don't get your hopes up too high, not because they're liars or whatever, but more so, when planning things out and setting dates for everything, it's honestly bigger than you think on the account that they're not this indie studio anymore, so I definitely understand. However, they sound really confident that the announcement's going to be in a couple of weeks, so be on the lookout for that. And lastly, they spoke on players getting kicked from multiplayer sessions. Even though I don't play online that much, a lot of you guys were leaving comments about this under my videos, so I knew about the situation, and here's what they had to say about everything.
Yeah, so Flash Gordon is talking about an issue that a lot of folks have, which is sometimes getting kicked from multiplayer games and stuff like that. And he's asking, are we going to fix the servers? The problem is our game is not actually server backed.
Yeah,
the game, when you're playing multiplayer, it's not running on some server that we have. It is actually running peer to peer. So it's about the connections that you have to the other players in the game that determines it. Now, our game also is pushing a lot of data. And so it can be a difficult, because there's this huge simulated world, a lot of information that has to be shared between all of the host and all of the clients, and so that's part of what makes it very difficult to make our game extremely reliable when you're playing in multiplayer. That doesn't mean we don't intend to work on it and try to make it better, because we do know that it's really important to a pretty sizable group of our players.
So there you have it. That's today's video. Suppressor bug has been fixed. Announcement in a couple of weeks. Joe and Brant looks nice in tights, and I'm feeling lovely. Thank you guys so much for checking out today's video. Be sure to drop a like. Also subscribe, turn on post notifications so you never miss a video, and let me know down below what you think about everything. I'll be seeing you guys real soon with some more State of Decay 2 content. Peace.